Hey, one, just me here from my current back to new Simpsons review. You got into the last one, go and check it out. And just another good episode. So the episode starts with Millhouse's birthday party. Yeah, Millhouse's birthday, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has Millhouse on it. It's Homer's talking about the different part goodie bags, and Gay Man's shares like, this song about Happy Birthday Millhouse, and yeah, Bart just wanting one of these cars for his birthday. And yeah, now our Millhouse's dad having to put the house for sale by owner to pay for party. And yeah, and how saying of how Millhouse is just so main about this party. And yeah, he is. Which Homer decides to wreck different parties. But yeah, he decides to wreck different parties. And yeah, this saying with Nad, saying that there's or that there's different animals, and he's like, time, time to build me an ark, like Noah's Ark, and yeah, these rice things, and Krusty going to the house until Homer just comes and smacks him. Yeah, Homer just comes and smacks Krusty with a hammer, with a giant hammer, and of course replacing Krusty with Homer. And yeah, Marge is wondering if Homer has anything to do with these whole ruining party things. And yeah, Homer's voice is very high pitched because he sucked on the helium. And yeah, him saying that he's not scared of any of these things that would were to happen. And yeah, these party like things people come, and of course are mad at Homer for doing these and for doing this, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference we get, and yeah, they're just angry with Homer and Bart trying to end himself by just launching this rock into his throat, and him just wanting another chance, which yeah, he's having to do this happy birthday Rod Flanders. He has to do this birthday thing with Rod, and of course he's angry and he's getting tired of this, and this plane comes, and apparently this is some of Grandpa Simpson's old friends back in Grandpa Simpson's young days, and Grandpa Simpson is really wanting to telling Homer that he just wants to go back with his to hang out with his old friends for once. And yeah, they see of how Homer treats his dad. I guess you could kind of say disgusted too of how Homer's treating his dad. And yeah, Milhouse and Bart flying these drones and making this funny thing with Rod and them laughing, and yeah, Bart says gets introduced to one of Milhouse's cousins, which she actually offers Bart to vape on this vaping thing, which yeah, Bart actually starts to like it. And Grandpa Simpson's buddies come and want to straighten out Homer. Yeah, they're just trying to fight, but Homer's just so weak. And yeah, they're Milhouse, his cousin, and Bart are hanging together, and Milhouse's cousin is wanting Bart to get some more for her, which, yeah, Apo is trying to tell him of how dangerous these things are for children, how bad they are. And he gets this thought of a hole in his neck, in his throat, and so in different flavors that there are. And yeah, Homer comes in to say Homer's to say his Grandpa Simpson's friend and Grandpa Simpson in his room and thinking of what activities of wanting to do to try to get them to get along with each other. And yeah, they go to a movie, and Homer actually talks through, just does this talk throughout the whole movie. And yeah, the guy said that the movie ended 20 minutes ago. And yeah, they're watching the next movie. And Grandpa Simpson's having to use the restroom, which Homer's just getting fed up. And he's been in there for 20 so minutes, 25 so minutes. And Grandpa Simpson thought the mirror was another movie. And of course, Homer's angry at Grandpa Simpson. And yeah, now they're doing this final like truth thing with the guns pointing at Homer to tell Grandpa Simpson of how much Homer loves his dad. And they try to hug and they eventually hug it out. And of course him saying that he didn't say fall out. And yeah, they're doing some types of weird game and yeah, Bart just having just talking with Milhouse's cousin and yeah, Marge actually is disgusted at Bart. And even Maggie is doing it. And Grandpa Simpson and Homer are just drinking a beer together, or just souring a beer. And this funny basket, which Marge is, of course, telling Homer about how Bart is smoking. And Grandpa Simpson telling this interesting story. Well, right, like this interesting story that, again, I find quite interesting. And this waitress that actually shows in Grandpa Simpson's story actually is shown of who it is at the end, which again, very quite uh, Abe Abe Simpson. Abe Simpson's stories are very interesting. I can just say his stories are very interesting, and yeah, it actually shows that that waitress is actually Homer's mom. Yeah, Homer's mom. And of course, Bart is trying to get to the airport before she leaves, and when she's having to take off some things to go through and security, yeah, Bart just just goes all out on her and just dumps this backpack of all this smokes and cigarettes, and yeah, everybody's just diving into him, and yeah, Milhouse just saying something about how just talking about something about marrying of cousins, like okay, and yeah, Grandpa's Abe Simpson's friends are heading out again, and are heading out, and Homer actually blends a steak together, and he can't taste it, so he tries to smoke it, so he can actually smoke it, and he says that it's really good. But yeah, if you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure your phone notifications turn on so you miss anything new. No, thank you. So much fun.